Yay! Oh, wow. Creepy child. Come on. Make a nice face. You're on the internet.
No, come on. Love you.
Love you, pumpkin. Hello!
What's this?
Live long and prosper.
And there she goes.
There she goes. Yep.
And there he goes. Okay.
Welcome to an all-new table orientation of Bardic Tales.
I'm getting used to it because I just sat down
don't
here.
like my knees being touched. I just learned about myself.
Really?
Yeah, apparently. Don't. Stop it.
Sorry.
The more you know.
Oh. Hi.
Bonjour. She said.
Oh, yes.
Welcome to Bardic Tales. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. It has felt like Sunday all day today.
It has felt like Sunday all today, except for the part where I worked for 8 hours today. But
Well,
other
I mean,
than that,
yeah, but
other than that, it's felt pretty much like Sunday.
you got to do like the first 2 hours in your robe, so.
I mean, that's not bad, and then the rest in my pajamas. So
Yeah.
it was pretty good. Yeah, loving that.
No. All right, so Peter, when you walk past the camera, it does this. Yeah, see?
Yeah, see?
No,
So
that's not.
maybe don't.
We're learning all sorts of new things.
Things to know.
What are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking
Ooh,
Narwhal by Sierra Nevada. It is their Imperial Stout. It is barrel aged. It is everything I like in a beer for a very cold day and rainy. Can you not?
Take it over there.
Somewhere else. So can somebody choose loudly in your ear? Wow. Narwhal by Sierra Nevada. They make really nice, good drinking beers. Like you just mowed your lawn. I need a beer. You grab a Sierra Nevada. Not bad.
Yeah.
They, much like New Belgium, can also venture out into the crazy stuff too. So.
And this seemed like it was
exactly what I asked for.
Rich.
I'll say.
Yeah, you can. That's a pretty good representation on the screen of what.
Yep. Anish Kapoor cannot look at this beer.
Like what?
Is that the black? I should make Heckin' Dark again and just call it Suck It Anish Kapoor. No, that would be rude. That would not be in the Bardic style, but it would be funny.
So, how is it? Thank you, Peter.
Oh, the nose is exactly what you would expect.
Yeah.
It's got that really rich barrel characteristic about it. Just that nice char and a little bit of almost vanilla and plenty of bourbon going on in there. Or no, that might almost be whiskey. What is that? They don't. Oh, bourbon. Yep.
Yeah, that's bourbon.
Yeah. Well, there's a subtle difference, but that's what I wanted this evening.
Yeah.
It is a little lighter bodied than I expected. It's not quite as rich in coffee and dark chocolate, but it's really good. When it lacks in body, it makes up for in flavor.
Yeah, there's a lot of flavor there, but you're right. I was expecting a much thicker body fill.
Yeah, but it's fantastic. It's extraordinarily strong. 11.9%.
I didn't even look at that when I picked it up.
Which is,
you're welcome.
Thank you. It's really what I wanted tonight, honestly.
Good.
Which is pretty cute considering the stuff I brew. But props to them for trying.
Oh, honey. 11.9 is respectable.
11.9 is respectable. I don't care who you are. Unless you're a distillery, in which case you should be ashamed of yourself. But it's good. What do you got there?
I went with another Bombell with Care. I can't remember if this is the one that I had a few weeks ago on Bardic Tales.
No, I think you just had that one with our friends.
I think I had the.
You had both?
There was 3. There was a gold can, a black can, and a red can.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you had the red can.
No, I'm pretty sure I had the black can.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They're all good.
I'm
They're
really loving this company. So this one is mixed with sour cherry nectar. Maybe this was the one that I had with our friends.
It is. Of all the things that evening, that I remember.
All right, so This I have not had on Bardic Tales, but I do know it's delicious.
It is.
This company is
They are solid.
yeah.
They really capture the richness of the apple without being super duper sweet
Yeah.
or super duper back flavored. It's like they get the richness of the apple in the hard cider, and then if they want to, they will back sweeten it with other fantastic natural flavors.
Yeah.
In this case, cherry, I believe.
Yeah, I just said that.
Well, I had a sip of an 11.9, so.
So you remembered that I had this like a week ago, but you didn't remember that I said it was flavored with cherry a minute ago.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Kay says it was that one.
I know. And how is it again?
I haven't tried it yet. Smells delicious.
Yeah. I'm really impressed with them.
Yep.
It seems like
it's good. It's almost a little like hint of Jolly Rancher, but not like that. Like it's coating my mouth kind of.
Oh man. It seems like around town here in Spokane, you have Liberty Cider Works doing like just the nearly brandy ciders. They're just ridiculous artisan heritage, slap some German or British or English name on it.
Only apple in it, and it's very intentionally blended.
You've got them, and then you've got One Tree, who is
they're candy.
they populate. They're candy. They're basically just candy. I mean, they just get juice and ferment it, and then throw in flavors and whatever.
What you want is that really sweet, almost cocktaily kind of cider.
Yeah,
One Tree really does that well.
They're killing it. They made a whole business for themselves out of it. And then you've got Bardic sitting right in the middle, where you make really classy stuff out of very specific chosen apples, but it's still very approachable and very fruity and fun. I feel like these guys are halfway between Bardic and Liberty.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they're very approachable. They're not going to scare you away with their snifters and their swirling of the and their everything else, but they're also not going to be so. I just grabbed a bag of Skittles.
Yeah.
So
I like them. I'm very happy to have discovered them.
Short-term
memory loss.
Yep. That's what I have.
And you have short memory.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Can't remember diddly.
Can't remember squat.
Diddly squat. I wish that would have made it into the movie.
That was the best part of the trailer.
Yep.
So what else is fun?
I mean, lots of things are fun.
Yeah. What else are we going to talk about on Bardic Tales? It's fun.
More specific.
I've got a recommendation.
Okay.
Save it.
Not now. How was your brewing?
Brewing was fantastic this week. It took a little while, but it's because I was doing a whole lot of other stuff. But I managed to knock out a huge batch of Raven Master. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to. Everything about it was just beautiful. The color, the quantity, the extraction, all of it was fantastic. It is Raven Master through and through. I am really, really in love with this new yeast that I've used. It is so fast but clean. It really gives me all the grain hops that I want and nothing else. It's just nice.
Yeah.
So that one's going nuts out there as we speak. It's a very good thing I put it over the drain.
Yes.
It is going crazy. So we're going to have Raven Master plenty.
Yes.
Plenty of Raven Master.
This is where we've wanted to be for
thank you, Jesus.
9 months.
This is where we wanted to be. Now, how long have we been open?
Well, I mean, yes, but we were almost there, and then let's do a building.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? These guys seem legit, but no, plenty of Raven Master right now to go with our plenty of ish. Next week will be tons of What the Dickens, so we are slowly but surely catching up in the brewing department.
Yep. Well, and you have a ton of old books. It's just
both.
True, but they're both just going into barrels to not
Correct.
see the light of day for
until September-ish, give or take. Yeah. Which we sampled the old books the other day. So keep in mind, the old books that's going into a barrel is largely this super duper hyper strong version, plus just a little bit of regular, what are we going to call it? Pedestrian old books that will see the tap room sooner, so that we can reach the full volume of the barrel, because we want the thing full. And so it's going to average out at 20%, which should tell you what the big sucker is. And so we sampled that one just on Sunday, and it's encroaching on hard alcohol. It really has that
the burn.
It has the burn that goes down. So
it was good though. I mean, it was
good.
Way too young.
Way too young.
Way too young.
It's like giving a 2-year-old the keys to your car and saying, "Hey, hit the store for me."
It was
way too young.
Good. Like you can see the potential.
Absolutely.
It had some really complex flavors. It was old books.
It was old books through and through. It needs to go into a barrel for 9 months at least and be forgotten about. And then when it does, this
one's going to be good.
This one's going to be probably one of my masterpieces. I was very proud of Gold Fever. Extremely proud of Gold Fever.
You should try to reproduce that one.
I will reproduce that one someday. Maybe. That one was extremely difficult to make. But
you learned so much doing it, though.
I did. I really did. But this one, I think, is going to be one of those.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those we pull out and people just go, hold on, I haven't heard of them. Who are they now?
You know, we have lots of gold wax.
So we do.
And we know people who have a bottler.
So we do. Huh.
So, I mean, you know, we can ask.
The more you know.
Yeah, the more you know.
Yeah. So that's pretty much mostly what's new. Oh, I just ordered a ton of grain, too. Literally, at least 2,000. Literally 2,000 pounds of grain at least. It is nuts. And normally it would be, who cares? I buy grain all the time because I'm the brewer. I buy grain. That's what happens. But in this case, I am super duper excited because the grain I'm getting is very, very similar to the ridiculously, outrageously expensive grain that I started perfecting my recipes with. So if you're into brewing at all, the grain I started with was Maris Otter, and it's an English style of grain. It's pretty much regarded as the grain in England. It's pretentious. It's the Nike of grains. I'm sure there's better out there, but as far as brand recognition, you go for Maris Otter.
Well, and for a reason. Yeah,
they're very old. They're very they're good. It's just good.
Yeah,
and that's what I made my beers almost completely out of. And then business and time and life happens, and I have to kind of
starting a business isn't cheap.
I kind of have to veer over this way just a little bit. Still quality stuff, but not quite what I started. And now I'm coming back. I'm getting the American version of Maris Otter, so it's produced in the same style. It's got a lot of the same characteristics. I got a sample of it, which you just pop those things in, chew them up like cereal. They're
brewing grain
amazing.
Is so good.
So good. It's like crunchy bread.
Yeah.
I could do better than that, but it's.
I granted, there was one that tasted like fish.
There was one that tasted like old fish bowl.
Yeah,
yes,
that wasn't good.
That one kind of sucked, but the rest were all
really
phenomenal.
Dark ones.
Oh man, those were like.
It's like cocoa.
It's like the chocolate covered coffee beans.
No, see, I don't get the sweetness.
It's just
you're
like
right. Straight cocoa.
Yeah, it's like straight cocoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those things are fantastic.
Which makes fantastic beer, but it's not as good for drinking for eating.
Probably not great for drinking either. But, so long story short, the grain I just bought a literal ton of is that better stuff that I've been wanting for the last 2 years, and so I'm going to be able to reproduce stuff very much like how I started out, and I am so excited. It's going to be so cool.
Yeah. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So nuts to the science and standards. We're just grabbing new stuff and running with it. What could go wrong, Reese?
Done lots of science. And
yeah, it's more a jab at Reese. Reese is very much by the books and by the science, and I know the numbers of this grain, and I've used this grain, and I know how it goes, and I can calculate everything. I can do everything on theory because I know exactly how everything's going to react under these specific conditions that I match every single time. And I'm more like, meh, smells good, and I throw it in.
Well,
I do reproduce my recipes more or less according to how they were done. But
It's just two different styles.
I am way more seat of the pants than Reese is, and it shows.
Mhm.
He has stuff that is very dependable.
Mhm.
You go in and you get Black 13, it's always Black 13. You
But
come
to
into
be
Bardic
fair-
and you get Raven Mask, like, oh, this is a good version. I really like this version. Is this different? Yes, it is. I just made a new badge.
To be fair, Reese also distributes, and you
Exactly.
have
You
to
gotta-
be consistent with distribution.
Yeah, so there's, much like all of our other business models, there is room for both.
Yes.
There was room for two.
I should make that
You
one
should
again.
make that one again. That one
Like
was good.
toast.
Like
I'm not sure where that comment came in, but it fits for
maybe
some
the
odd
crunchy
reason.
bread. Oh, I should make a butter beer and then call it like
Oh.
toast.
I was thinking butter beer, but
Like Harry
Huh.
Potter.
Now I need to think about that one.
yeah, you do.
So what's new in the cider world?
I mean, not much is, well, I suppose social distancing is, if not ready tomorrow, gonna be ready within days. I just tested it yesterday. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm using, okay, so the first time that I made social distancing, I just got a crap ton of oranges and maybe a butterbeer braggot.
Maybe a
That
butterbeer braggot.
sounds
That sounds like a
good.
plan.
Anyway, so I got a butt ton of oranges and I juiced them all myself on our little tiny, like, it's not an electric juicer. It's the, like, had to do this for 45 minutes or
That
something.
big.
My arm hurt afterwards.
And I was that person at Costco.
Yes.
It was the beginning of the whole COVID stuff, and so
And
people
the
were
toilet paper was gone,
people were pushing
and-
out like 4 carts of toilet paper with this crazed look in their eyes, and I had like a full cart of oranges, equally as crazed in my eyes. I was like, "Don't judge me, I have oranges." It was a fun time, but this
which basically there's bitter orange peel and sweet orange peel. And based on my super scientific and thorough understanding and information gathering of
30
looking
seconds of
at
Googling.
of looking at the 2 bags in my hand in genus, the bitter orange peel seems to have a lot more pith than the sweet orange peel. And as everybody knows, pith is really bitter.
That's the part of the orange that makes you go,
Yeah. Yeah, which is like if you try to just like eat
Bite
an
into an
orange like an
orange.
apple,
oh.
it's there. Yeah, you get that kind of
No.
response.
Next, you'll be advocating just biting the top off a banana.
Did you ever see the movie Pax?
No.
Okay, so it's
Well, that's the one with Kevin Spacey, though.
yeah,
Yeah, I saw
With
that part in the
the-
trailer. That was
yeah.
horrific.
They tried so many different versions of a fake banana that actually tasted good, and none of them looked right. So he's like, screw it, just grab the banana and just not into it.
There's an actor for you.
Yes. Anyway, so far I'm really pleased with the sweet orange peel. I think it still captures the citrus that's
Mhm.
really coming through. I am waiting for the basil flavor to develop just a little bit. It was close, not quite where I wanted it. You really got it on the nose, but I'm really having fun recreating these ciders that I did 2 years ago, or that I developed 2-3 years ago, when I didn't have as solid of an understanding of like my yeast that I use, or fermentation practices of like consistent temperatures and stuff. I know, right?
What?
And so I'm getting these recipes that like I was proud of them and I was happy to serve them, but there was just that like I want to figure out why this is here and how to control it. And I feel like I'm able to do that now. And I'm so pleased with Wannabe My Cider.
Oh,
Um,
Wannabe is phenomenal. I loved it before. It was
Yeah.
my favorite cider that you made before.
Yeah.
It's even better now.
Yeah.
And social distancing before was, to my palate,
Mhm.
all right.
Yeah, it wasn't your favorite.
It wasn't my personal favorite. Other people loved it.
Mhm.
This go around, I would almost rank one of my top 3 or 4.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
really good. I
So-
love how well you've done this one.
I'm hoping to get it out tomorrow. We'll see. I gotta taste it again. So, oh darn.
What are you doing tonight? We're not watching Free Guy again. That's for sure.
I mean, we could.
We could. 3rd time's a charm, I guess.
I have had Mariah
Don't have a
Carey.
good day. Have a great day.
Mariah Carey's song has been stuck in my head all day, and I'm not upset about it.
You shouldn't be. No.
The cider that I pressed last weekend is happily fermenting. I think Zuko's done fermenting.
I'm pretty sure it is.
You pulled some out for hydrometer reading.
The hydrometer reading said it was done. The airlock said otherwise, which means it's gotta be within 24 hours of being done. So I'd lock that one away and spice the living daylights out of it.
I'm gonna go down to the Asian market and see what kind of peppers I can find. I think that will really complement Zuko well.
It's a good place to go.
So Zuko's coming. The stuff that I'm fermenting from last weekend is going to be MD and Health Potion. The next I'm pressing again this upcoming Saturday, and that will be half of it will be Health Potion.
Do I need to I should let people know. Okay.
Thought you did.
I did, which I still got to order apples.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
You got time.
Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah. Half of it's going to be Health Potion because you guys are insatiable, and the other half is going to be split between Saber of Windu and Up is Down. So Saber of Windu is the lavender Earl Grey cider, and then Up is Down is pineapple cider. So,
nice.
Yeah.
You have a fair amount of LN6.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have that much LN6, but you have a fair amount.
I might just tuck a 60 away.
You could. It is possible that we could have a coconut and pineapple cider on simultaneously. I'm just saying mixing ciders works really well. So
yeah. So
also getting caught in the rain.
Yes.
Something about midnight. Anyway, shall we go?
So that's where cider is sitting right now. I'm starting to plan out what I want to do after this pressing. I'm thinking it's going to include MD because I want to put that in a barrel for the fall. Might also, I'll see. Need to see where I'm at. I might also make gingy and let it just sit and get happy until fall too, winter.
Barrel aged gingy?
I could do that too.
I mean, bourbon gingerbread?
Yeah.
That kind of seems like something that should happen.
Yeah, it does.
We should write it on the board just like that in all caps. A little manic looking.
So that's where cider is.
All
right. Now that we're not doing special of the week, the whole I knew what came after.
Get your 10-point bullet plan all set up.
And now I'm just all off. So I'm not sure what we're supposed to be talking about now.
Trivia tomorrow.
Events. Yes.
Yeah.
Trivia. Yay!
Which I want to brag a little bit on my installation skills.
You do that.
Trivia tomorrow will feature 2 screens, unlike the one that we've had previously. So we have twin projectors now pointed opposite directions. So just about anywhere you sit in the tap room, you can see what's going on the screens, which makes it really fun for those "what am I looking at" type questions, or if you just need a quick reference to what the answers are. I am so happy with my installations. They're great. They're just up on the ceiling. They're unobtrusive.
Yeah.
Got quick little screens that we can put up, take down, easy peasy. I do need to make a little grabby arm.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
Like those clothes hooks that you see at department stores or whatever, so they can get stuff off the high racks.
Yeah, but it'll have to be custom made, but whatever. But I'm really happy about those twin projectors. They work great. They work really great. So
a broom handle, like a wooden broom handle, and a screw.
Way ahead of you.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already got the whole thing designed.
Oh, fine.
And it's going to be pretty.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. So, but what is this week's trivia?
This week's trivia is Stargate SG-1.
Cree!
We're just too heavily guarded.
It means like, go get them.
Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo.
All
Telling
right,
you,
so
Tia, if we don't get out of this soon, I'm going to lose it.
So Stargate SG-1 has a place in my heart because it was my gateway into being nerdy. I definitely like had that bent, but then I hit about 5th grade or so and started like, no, I gotta be cool. There one particular boy that I wanted to impress. Unfortunately.
I'm so uncool. I could have cared less how cool or not cool she was. I just liked her because of her. And she was cute.
At any rate. So I started going towards the like, no, this is popular. So I like this thing because like, look at me, I'm popular. Did not work. Anyway, so then I meet him.
Good influence.
And he was, we were driving home from college and you were going on and on and on about this show, this one particular episode. It's the one where Teal like pseudo adopts the little girl. I can't remember exactly what the circumstances were.
Gonna have to rewatch that one.
Well, because then at the end, like he goes to like say goodbye or something. Him and Jack or Daniel. I can't remember.
Right, yeah. And she like hugs him.
Well, and
he
then,
doesn't know what to do with it. But
well, no, and then she brings out like a super soaker and sprays him, and he pulls one out too and starts running after her.
we need to rewatch that one.
Just smoosh some wire hangers together. Yes. So yeah, that was. So we went back to your place and watched that, and it's pretty cool. Like, maybe we could watch another one.
Another 5 or so.
Yeah.
Be fine.
I don't know. How many times have we watched them?
Window of opportunity. About as many times as they lived through time. You want to watch that tonight?
Yes.
Yes.
So our cat was named Thor. And was not
long
named,
before Avengers was the thing.
Yeah, well,
in the movies.
Yeah, long before we got into the MCU because it didn't exist by probably 10 years. So Thor was actually named after the alien Asgardian Thor off of Stargate. So, and now that can't be a trivia question because I just broadcast it.
That's fine. There are plenty of other great trivia questions that I've been thinking of over the past few days.
Good, I've got some too.
Mm-hmm.
So we're excited. We're nerds.
Yeah.
And it's great.
How do you pronounce the Stargate symbols?
I did not know that was a thing.
Anyway, let's move on.
That's going to be fun.
You can pronounce the Stargate address.
That's so cool. Did they talk about it in the show? Or
yes, they do.
Wow. That's why we're going to rewatch.
Yes,
we're going to watch all 10 seasons tonight.
Tonight, that's right.
Yeah.
Tomorrow can just do its own thing.
I don't need to get up
us
early and drive out to Sandpoint tomorrow morning.
I don't need to get up early and earn us Disneyland money.
No, you don't.
I kind of do.
Yeah, you kind of do. So that's trivia tomorrow. Of course, trivia is every week. We are definitely open to suggestions for topics. That's actually how we got Princess Bride
and Monty Python
and Stargate. So,
although I must admit, we probably would have arrived at Stargate eventually anyway.
Yeah. Well, and Monty Python and Princess Bride.
But if you have suggestions for trivia night,
we love to
especially the obscure nerd trivia. Everybody does Lord of the Rings. Everybody does Harry Potter. And those are wonderful. And we will do them. We've already done Star Trek, for crying out loud.
And Star Wars.
Yeah, we did.
It
was all combined.
It was combined.
Yeah.
But then we did Star Trek on its own.
Yeah, we did. But if you have any other nerdy recommendations,
Legos.
Lego.
We're gonna have a Lego at least section.
Galen, hello.
Hi. Bane.
Bane almost turns into a giant bug.
I forgot the giant bug part.
Okay, well, that's what we're watching tonight.
Yep.
So I hope you have snacks ready.
I have soda at least.
I'll make sure you have snacks.
Thank you for taking care
I'm a
of
good
me.
husband.
So yes.
That's neat.
Yeah, so trivia is every Thursday, 6:30. If you're not able to make it in on Tuesday at 6:30 for trivia, check in on our social media though, because we do a vote for your favorite team name. So far, I'm not dead yet. And
That's what it was. Thank you.
People who don't people.
Yeah.
I feel like there's one other.
There was one other one
I
that
can't
won.
remember what it was.
If somebody doesn't make their name Shovas, I'm going to be a little disappointed. But that's okay.
That's okay. So.
SG2.
Oh, that was Kowalski's team.
It was Kowalski's team. That was a tragedy, but that's okay.
Yeah. So check in. We take the post down as soon as voting is closed, just so that we don't get a bunch of confusion. But it starts give or 6:30, give or take, probably 6:40, because we got to announce and everybody gets to write their names, and I got to actually write them down and take the picture and all that. So that's fun. People get a gift card for winning.
Yeah.
Team with the most points also gets gift card.
Yeah, so there's stuff involved here. This isn't just fun for fun's sake. This is for glory and honor.
Yes.
And probably beer or cider.
I mean, no,
we can't give that away, but it's a gift card, and I mean, use it as you will.
Yeah, you can use it as you will.
Yeah.
Beer and beer styles.
Fantastic.
Yes.
That would be a good one too.
Same with cider.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Events coming out this year. So we've all learned in the last 2 years that if we say if this thing's going to happen in 2 months, there's a chance that it won't. Caveat there. There is possibly an event in May that I just need to look closer at, but it's a bourbon and bacon event, which sounds super cool, and it's in an air hangar. So I kind of think we'll do that one.
I'm sitting here frantically trying to figure out how I can have any of my bourbon barrel aged anything's ready by then.
I know, you probably can't.
But you could. Your cider ages way faster in the bourbon barrels than mine does.
That is true.
We need to get on that.
Okay.
Maybe this batch of MD goes into a barrel, and the next batch.
Maybe like half and half. Because I would like to get it out to the
60-40.
We'll talk. We won't talk. It's my cider. I'll decide. I will decide. I have spoken. So that's coming in May. I
love you so much.
In August, we're going to be participating in it's called Epicurean on the Green. So Epicurean Delight, which is in November, and we're also going to be a part of, is this fancy black tie. You go and, tickets, save up if you want to buy tickets for this thing. All sorts of
You hire somebody else to hit your golf ball for you, because
no,
peasants do that.
No, I'm talking about Epicurean Delight.
Oh, I thought you said on the green. Sorry.
Well, I was heading there.
Oh, okay.
But I was giving context.
Yes. Oh, okay.
So Epicurean Delight is like highbrow kind of thing, which I'm actually super excited to. I've never been to a actual formal black tie event, so I'm kind of stoked. But Epicurean on the Green is the commoners version, but it's a couples event on a golf course, and each hole has some kind of something, some food or drink, and then there's an after party where everybody else is set up, and everybody goes and eats and drinks there. I love these eat and drink events because we get to go eat and drink
so
too.
Good. Oh my god! You meet the coolest people, and you eat the best food, and you have some fantastic drinks. It's
so good.
Oh gosh, and I know what we have to do.
What do we have to do?
We have to do some homage to that DuckTales episode, the Moors of Moorshire or something like that.
I think we talked about this last week. Yes, I agree. Maybe I should develop a new cider.
Maybe I should develop a new beer.
And we can do some kind of...
Call it announcer launch pad.
I talk in this voice because it gives me a sense of control in an uncontrollable situation. Oh,
You could just make a cider and call it Kelpies.
yes. Okay. So,
Oh man.
Epicurean on the Green is happening in August. September.
Read.
What? Looks there's some like Applewood smoke type cider. Ooh, that sounds fun.
Uh,
The what? I want to know what that was in response to.
Bourbon cider and bourbon beer, maybe?
Yeah, probably the bourbon and bacon event,
Yeah, bourbon and bacon.
because that was kind of my response too.
Because who doesn't like both those things simultaneously?
Yes. Okay, so yeah, they're in September, probably October. We're guessing on this one. We haven't heard anything official, but the Inland Northwest Craft Brewers event hosted by Wobble should be happening.
I can make a beer called Caddy Tip.
Caddy?
Caddy!
Oh. Yes.
You have to watch that episode of the new DuckTale. Get yourself the free trial version of Disney Plus and watch the episode of
just watch the whole.
Well, watch the whole thing, but start with the episode of the new DuckTales where they go golfing. The moors of something. Sorry,
it's so good. The whole series is so good.
Sorry, but you were saying the Inland Northwest Craft Brewers Festival hosted by Wobble at Vista Stadium.
We'll be there for that. I believe that those are the only events so far. This is our year for events. I miss events.
Oh, my goodness, there's like 4 or 5 of them lined up, and it's going to be phenomenal.
Yep.
And things are looking good. I mean, did you mention the help me.
Hands? Ceiling.
It's the nerdy people that dress up like knights and stuff.
Oh, the Ren Fair.
The Ren Fair.
Yes, our drinks are going to be at the Ren Fair this year as well.
Yes, the Spokane Renaissance Fair.
Yeah. We don't know in what ways we might be involved. That hasn't been discussed, but they have approached us about our product being part of the Ren Fair, and we have said yes. So
yeah. So yes. Also, don't know if you got the email 4 hours ago.
I saw a link about the 12th.
Yes. So fantastic news. Fantastic update to already fantastic news. Washington, the CDC has already recommended. We're pretty much golden, except for the really high risk areas.
And I think public transport is still like flights. And buses.
The obvious places like hospitals and old people's homes, but generally the CDC is like, we're pretty much out of this. Washington, being a little late to the game, of course, said the 21st, but they just updated it, and so now the 12th is the day in which
mask mandate is
apparently
gone.
We go back to normal. Mask mandate is gone. A few situations that aren't particularly blamable. Like I said, I mean,
but those don't affect Bardic.
They don't affect Bardic in the least, but it's like hospitals, long-term care, those are reasonable.
Yeah.
No, only the jerks are worried about that kind of stuff. Normal people aren't. But for everyday life, the 12th.
Yes.
Living for that moment, loving it.
Very nice. Even the schools, which I am really excited about.
So
I have students. I teach part-time at Peter and Wendy's school, and I have students that I am fuzzy on what they look like from here down, because I see occasionally, like if I take them outside, we're allowed to take our masks off, but it's so little time. And you take a 3rd grader outside, they're not going to sit there and like hang out with you. They're booking it across the field because they're playing tag.
You betcha.
So I'm really excited to be able to have.
I've had customers that I've not recognized. It's like, hi, is this your first time? I have a mug club. That's nice, Elliot. Okay, it's good to see you again.
He's pretty distinctive.
He's not the first go round. The first go round was like the Invisible Man when he's taking off all the bandages and everything else. Like, who are you even? Love Elliot. Good man. If you don't know Elliot, you're not human, because everybody knows Elliot.
Okay.
But
we didn't know Elliot until just a couple years ago.
and did you really feel human?
Not really, you
So
know.
there you have it. So yes, the latest in terms of mask guidance is the 12th.
Yep.
Wait, 12 is
there-
on the 21st.
It got
Congratulations,
updated
it got updated.
Yes!
So there you have it. That is your news for there. As always, Bardic strives to respect people, respect science, respect the CDC, and everything
Meet people
else.
where they're at.
Meet people where they're at. So
That's our goal.
here's to the 12th.
Yes.
Well, here's to 11:59:01 on the 11th, but we will not be open at that point. So
No.
don't you
No,
dare come in
I
during
don't actually
that time.
think we're even open.
We
on
might
the
still be
12th.
cleaning during that time, but
I think the 12th is a.
what is the 12th? I don't know.
I
You've
think
got a
it's a
calendar right
Monday.
here. It's almost like technology.
Oh, it's a Saturday.
12th
oh,
is a Saturday.
So, okay, so it's a
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Well, that's going to be a
Hey.
rockin' Saturday at Bardic and
All right.
literally everywhere else under the sun.
Let's see.
I have mixed feelings due to what I see is happening at work. Yeah, you know,
Working in
That is-
insurance, that's a very
I
different perspective.
don't blame you. Every single industry is different. There are industries that are celebrating this. There are industries that are dreading this. It's not easy for anybody.
Yeah,
is the
this whole
straight answer.
situation has been difficult across the board,
Yeah.
no matter where you lie.
Yeah, there simply is no easy answer for everybody. For us, in our life where we're at and with our business, this is rad. For some of our customers, for some of our dearest friends, this is not rad. It's a little scary. But we're going to celebrate that for the people that it's cool, is cool. And for the people that it's hard, we're going to celebrate the fact that we can be good people in their lives and help them through it. So
Or at least strive to be.
we strive to be.
Yeah.
So, back to the
Yay, you're in fair.
obtuse hilarity.
Yes.
Nice beer.
Here,
What's that?
the ceiling still.
We should shut down this live stream right now and go kiss.
Okay. So, did events. We don't have the special week anymore.
Nope.
Oh,
Because the weeks
another
aren't special.
another possible
The weeks are special.
event. We might be doing some little thing, not like a huge like summer ween event. Summer ween's happening in June, June 22nd. But
If you had to guess.
well, it'll be a Wednesday. It's June 22nd. Last year was a Tuesday. So that means this year it's a Wednesday.
Obviously.
Anyway, Mario Day is coming up, so we
That's
might have
right.
we might have a little surprise in the works. We might not, but
I forgot Mario Day was coming up.
yeah, I'm excited for it.
That's going to be cool. Peter needs to do something.
I,
Peter, you should wear Cappy at least.
I was planning to.
Nice.
Mario Day's coming.
Yeah.
Before I head to HomebrewCon. Sweet.
Oh,
so
so
that
you'll be
means
able
you'll
to
be
come in.
available.
Yes.
Presumably you won't
'Cause
be
you
traveling
dressed-
for 18 hours that day.
You dressed up
So-
as a pirate last year.
Yes.
That was so much fun being able to take pictures of all the people who wanted to participate in the costume contest.
Should I go as Stan Pines again?
You made a really good
I
stand.
really did. I loved that fez and those glasses.
I might have to go as Mabel. I don't know. Because being
Oh,
Boomy
man.
was super fun last year.
If you go as Mabel, I should go as what are those two duo guys?
Oh my gosh. I can't remember their names, but they were like the 80s.
The
Like,
80s pop stars.
yes. First timers that rolled in. I know. That was
Oh,
hilarious.
gosh. That
Doing
was
the
hilarious.
At least we had like signs up. So
It's like, welcome to Bardic for the first time. Here I am in my t-shirt and my shorts and my slippers and my fez and my oversized glasses.
if I had thought
What can I serve you?
if I had thought, I would have intentionally stained that shirt for you. I should have.
Welcome to the Mystery Shack. What do you drink?
With their children running around as dinosaurs trying to eat people's heads. Oh. Good times.
Good times.
We still got the costumes. Good.
Oh man, yeah, you
Oh.
could restain my shirt for this.
Yes. Yes.
Somewhere we need to have an infinity-sided dice.
Yes.
Somehow.
Yes.
We'll
You
figure
know-
that one out. Glenn can figure that one out.
Glenn could totally figure that one out. Glenn, we're putting that on you.
Come up with an infinity-sided dice.
For your t-shirt, I could put one or switch the kids and give them spaghetti and miso.
Is this okay? We need to watch the show and make sure it's not stained that bad.
Well, no, because
We
then
need
I'll
to
wash
try-
it.
I know,
and-
we need to kind of make the stains roughly close to the show.
Well, yeah, but it's the stains of a guy who likes.
Sits around watching TV, eating fast food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Glenn, you have homework.
Yes.
There's a show called Gravity Falls.
Phone is.
Yeah, my phone's elsewhere too.
I've got my phone.
Different versions of Dipper. We could all be different versions of Dipper.
No, I'm being dino.
You be a dino. I could be the derpy one. That's so
Oh my gosh.
Derpy dipper.
That could be Dipper number 2. With a 2 scrawled on his hat.
Tyrone.
Tyrone. Oh, I love it. Yes,
Yeah.
so Glenn, watch Gravity Falls, the
Yes.
series. It's on
Disney.
It's on Disney Plus. Again, free trial.
Yes.
You get a new credit card, sign up for free subscription, cancel the credit card. That's all.
Actually, I
That's
think all you have to do is do an email.
Oh, sweet. There you go. But within that series, there's
Dippy Fresh. I forgot about Dippy Fresh.
Paper Jam Dipper. Within that series, there's an episode,
Dungeons,
Dungeons, and More Dungeons. Yes, Dungeons, and More Dungeons.
Yes.
And they introduced the concept of the infinity-sided dice, which is a dice that can come up as anything. Maybe it turns your face inside out, or maybe it's just a 7. So
It's a good episode.
it's a really great episode. Centaur Tar.
Centaur. I'm gonna name something Centaur.
We gotta name something Centaur Tar.
I almost feel like maybe if you made like a barnyard ale or something
Mm,
that had that kind of barnyard funk,
yeah,
you could name it Centaur Tar.
yeah, probably could. What's the diggity?
Diggity Dungeons and all that.
Diggity Dungeons and all that? Yeah, I could name a beer that.
Yes. Oh,
Make some IPA and call it Diggity Dungeons and all that.
Okay, Luke, I have homework for you. You need to look up and see if somebody made a D&D campaign called Diggity Dungeons and all that, because I feel like somebody absolutely has.
They must have.
And if they haven't, I know what your next homework assignment is.
We're gonna make that campaign and we're gonna do it. It's a
Um,
die of wonders.
yeah, I can't make that.
You can believe in yourself.
We believe in you. Okay,
Okay, fine.
those are events.
Ask Elliot because he knows somebody
You know somebody
who can make
knows
some
somebody.
dice that is, about yay big, that somehow has little LED projectors on it.
Kind of fits.
That no
It's
matter how you roll it, it rolls some random projected thing onto the top. Either Elliot or Cursed Crypt, one of those two is going to make us an infinity-sided dice.
Yes. Oh,
What beer
Fun
styles were
times.
popular? Oh, I don't know, because for the better part of the 90s, I was either too young to drink or was too stupid to drink.
no, you
So-
were too young for the entire 90s.
I assure you I was not.
No, because you graduated in 98.
Graduated at 18 and 98.
So 99.
So in fact,
2000,
yes, I was too young for all of the.
2001.
I was too young for all of them. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
my bad. Sorry. And I was too stupid.
Well, yes, there's that too.
So I
but-
was too young and too stupid to drink in all the 90s. I have no idea. Corona. No, Dos Equis.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Judging by the commercials, which is how I lived my life, Dos Equis was
And-
popular in the 90s.
Miller.
No, Miller
feel
was
like-
never popular.
I
Ever.
don't know.
Okay, when
No. It really wasn't you're
yeah,
right.
the craft
Yeah.
scene was
But if we
developing
could,
in the early 2000s.
if we could pick on who was popularly advertising at the time, and then put some funky twist on them, just to really,
yeah,
the Dos Equis guy.
yeah,
He's, I don't always test my code, but when I do, it's in production.
yes,
That guy.
yes.
If we could put some weird twist on him, that would have put us in the early 2000s. But if we can rewind it just a little bit more and put some weird twists on whoever was advertising hard in the 90s,
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be good.
I'm sorry, it's just I'm
Child.
about to get 2 million.
That's awesome.
Good job.
buddy.
See?
That's
Peter, so we are
is-
literally live on the internet right now.
I am so excited for you.
Super
that you've been
duper
working hard
proud.
for that.
They're okay.
Nice.
Bye.
Good job.
Did you get it right there live on the internet?
Yes.
Good job. Our son just got 2 million money units in Stardew Valley. Gold
Yeah.
In Stardew Valley, live on the internet.
And I'm gonna spend it all right now.
And he's spending it all right now, much as I would have. So,
Well, I've been saving up for something.
what? Rightly so.
I must buy it.
Merit mentioned that your removes all your clips with a neat pile next to you. Or maybe it's just a 7.
Yeah, I think that's almost word for word what Ford says in the episode. So they must have been referencing
I'm
that.
sure they ripped that off. We should watch that tonight too, after we watch all 10 seasons of Stargate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be a long
We
night.
Can live forever.
Coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
Coffee.
I've got my tea right over there that I didn't
tea.
finish.
So you have yourself some tea, I'll have myself some coffee. We'll watch 18 hours worth
After
of.
your nearly 12% beer.
I guess it does round up, doesn't it?
I said nearly.
Yeah. But I have Costa Rican coffee.
That is true. All right. Events. 2 times speed. Yes. That's how I listen to podcasts, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was events. The charcuterie stuff this week is the same as it has been. Since we're getting larger batches, it's lasting longer. We do need to make another Murray's order soon, though, because
We do. Charcuterie is also kind of diverging somewhat. So we're starting coming into stuff that is on the Merc and stuff that is on the charcuterie board.
yes,
And they're not necessarily the same thing. So they're both in that spirit. They're both, I would like the Merc. Cool, you're getting charcuterie board style stuff on there. Really, really super fancy meats and cheeses you probably wouldn't normally get. Same with charcuterie board, but they're
in
a little bit
some
different.
cases.
Yeah, sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're not. They're kind of
So-
like, weird stuff.
For example, we have a meat right now that is largely, it's like bacon, but it's largely fat, which is, it's delicious. If you
So
wrap
good.
it around one of the cinnamon sugar chips from Mama Torres, amazing. I
You
told you
could've-
about that.
You could have said it more forcefully.
We'll try it.
Okay. I could go down there tonight.
I know you could. But if it's just on the charcuterie board, it's not as appetizing.
It's a bit much.
Yeah. If you put it on the Merc, amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Ridiculous. Just melts into that
Yeah.
pizza. The whole pizza just tastes like fine meats and cheeses.
So good.
Oh,
So we're getting a few things like that. But largely speaking, if you're on our email list or you see our posts, generally it comes Wednesday or Thursday, and I list out all of these options, you're going to get 2 cheeses and you're going to get a meat. If you just say, I want a charcuterie board, cool. I'll pick out, or Mark will pick out, or whoever.
you.
Andrea, Brandy, you make them too.
If I must.
Um,
You're better at them.
You're excellent at them too.
You're better.
We pick out whatever. But if, like, let's say we get a blue cheese, that seems to be really divisive. And you see that and you come in, it's like, hey, I'd like the charcuterie board, but no blue cheese, please. Cool. So it's not like the chips and salsa where we're going to go through the whole list and be like, okay, so we've got this and this and this and this and this. Which one do you want? Because that's kind of annoying, but.
So you want a charcuterie board? Yeah. Neat. Oh, I don't want blue cheese. Neat.
Yes.
Easy enough.
Yep. So what's on it if you haven't, read the emails and everything? There's so often where it's like, of course everybody knows this. I've said it like 6 times, but it's on social media and email and stuff. Like I've repeated it 6 times, but that doesn't mean that everybody else has even experienced it once necessarily. So anyways, we've got a cow's milk cheese with peppercorns. We've got, I believe it's a cow's milk and sheep's milk cheese. It's super creamy.
Oh man.
It's like
just take some chips and just
oh
man, it's not dipping cheese like crazy.
It's 3. It's got a little bit of funk. It's really creamy. It's delicious. So we've got that.
Melts on a pizza like ridiculous.
We've got the meat that I was talking about before that we'll pretty much just reserve for the Merc unless somebody specifically asks for it. We've got a sweet soppressata, which is a salami that I can't remember why they call it sweet because it's not actually like sweet.
I don't know.
It's delicious though.
Phenomenally good. It's a really coarse ground salami. It's just got that savory chewiness about it. I mean, you can just eat it all day long. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Then we've got another cheese that's really funky. I think it goes really well on the Merc. If you're into funky cheese, you'll love it on the Merc or on the charcuterie board or no nonsense board. And then we've got another one that it's dipped
smokier.
in wine and then smoked over walnut, I want to say.
Yeah, it's a little creamier, nuttier, pretty porous.
Yeah.
It's almost got that buttery nuttiness to it.
Yeah.
And it is, I can just eat it all day long. It's fantastic. But I do see how it's a bit much.
It can
sometimes,
be. Yeah.
But I just.
It is. It's delicious. Maybe a little extra fancy board that fits somewhere with the fancy options. These are changed whenever and reference.
So we can have the no nonsense board and the no nonsense pinky up board.
No, I think she's talking about like that we write down the options.
Sure that.
It's okay.
But we need to have a pinky up something somewhere somehow.
Hey, our tea is kind of pinky up tea.
Our tea is kind of pinky up tea.
Did you know that on Thursday, Andrea and Brandy went through our mugs twice because of how many teas they had to serve?
I did not.
I don't think we've sold that much tea this year.
Only once have I ever used 2 mugs simultaneously.
I've done that a few times.
I've only ever done it once.
Thursday was the...
Apparently Thursday was the tea day. Sweet.
Pinky up option. I like that. So yeah, we'll have the board.
Now we got to refit our menu again.
No. It doesn't have to be on the menu.
It does, though.
Well, no, because it changes as we get new stuff.
That's true.
So I'll just write it up on the chalkboard above the loot.
That's true. Cool.
So
nice. Pinky
speaking
up
of
options.
loot, we're in talks about, it's like a loot crate inspired thing. It's not something that we would mail out. Basically the idea is that we would have we have like a bunch of t-shirts and sweatshirts and stuff that are
glassware.
They're like odds and ends of things that we've sold and these ones just haven't sold. And that'll happen as we move forward and actually get new shirts and stuff, which really needs to happen. But we're thinking it'd be kind of fun to offer these like mystery boxes, like a $30 and like a $50 mystery box. And it might come with a t-shirt and a couple of glasses, or maybe it comes with a sweatshirt and a hat and a chocolate bar.
Nice.
Wands, you know, Peter
Yeah.
makes the wands. He's been making wands.
So cool. Harry Potter wands.
Which will
Yeah.
be coming
Amazing.
back sometime soon.
Yes.
They're on their way back.
Yep.
He's been working on his backlog.
Yeah.
And,
So, anyway, we're talking about doing something like that, which it sounds fun to me, and it kind of gets stuff that's just sitting out of our back room and stuff. So,
I don't know, but
yeah.
I want to spend money. Okay, here you go.
But yeah, so you know, it'd be approximately a $30 or approximately a $50 value. So
Could be fun.
could be fun.
Random recommendations.
Random recommendations. I've got one.
I do too.
I suspect it might be
I
the same
think we're going to be
thing.
fighting for it.
You go ahead.
No, you.
No, you go
Please,
ahead.
I insist. Husband
I-
prerogative. Go.
Fine. Okay. There is a movie by Ryan Reynolds called Free Guy.
Reynolds.
Sorry. Called Free
I only
Guy.
corrected you because you stole mine.
And it is so good. It's on Disney Plus, and it's just, I kind of describe it as like a PG Deadpool.
It is. It so is.
It's not.
The degree to which they break the fourth wall and crack stupid jokes.
Yes. Yeah.
But very, very largely
Yeah.
friendly
Yeah.
and good.
There's a few moments where it's maybe a little edgy for like children, but it's so good. All the costumes in this movie,
Oh my gosh.
fantastic.
Spot on.
Yeah. Basically, the idea is that Ryan plays a guy named Guy, and he's an NPC in a video game, and it's a like MMO type video game, and so players come in, and it's kind of what's the one where everybody's stealing cars and
Grand Theft Auto.
yeah, kind of it feels very much like Grand Theft Auto. And so he sees one of the sunglasses people, because all the players have
It's the players.
sunglasses, and like has to go find her, and gets glasses himself, and starts to realize that there's more to this world, and the plot continues. So just, it's fantastic.
Nice.
And the soundtrack is super good too.
It is.
Do you have anything?
No, I really don't.
Oh,
I'm
you
so-
should have taken mine.
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm trying. Yeah, Stargate SG-1 is my random recommendation of the week. It was a 10 season long series.
Yeah.
Richard Dean Anderson for most of it,
Yep.
and then a few other characters for the rest of it. It was just fantastic. The movie was great. One of my favorite movies of all time.
Kurt Russell and David Spade?
Sure, yeah.
No, not David Spade.
No.
Played Ultron.
Ultron.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell and Ultron.
Yeah. Good at playing creepy characters.
Yeah, kind of
although he's
creepy,
not
but a little
creepy in
bit.
this one.
Yeah, a little bit cool. The movie was great. The series just captured me
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Stargate SG-1.
Yep.
Definitely.
James Spader. Yep.
There it is. Yeah, I knew there was a spade in there somewhere.
Stargate Atlantis was really good.
It was pretty good.
It wasn't quite SG-1, but it was.
Jason Momoa brought it
Yes.
up a lot.
Yes, it was one of Jason Momoa's first roles, and he really, really did a great job.
He really did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
It was all downhill from there. So
I feel like they could have done a lot of really cool things with Atlantis that they just like didn't.
yeah, that one they could
the
have.
Wraith were such cool characters.
They
and
could
they
have,
just didn't do
but they
anything
didn't.
with it.
Yeah, and then Universe wasn't a thing. It didn't actually happen. That wasn't a series at all.
Yeah.
It was some. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch my soaps type series.
But SG-1.
SG-1
That's
was
where
where
it
it
was
was at. Yeah. So.
we have taken up over an hour of these people's
Time to
time.
go.
So my laptop's also dying. Thank you guys again. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys.
You guys are great.
Yep. Thank you for funding our dream.
For reals.
See you guys.
Bye.